is going on, guys? Welcome. Hope you all are having an amazing day. I am super excited to be showing you guys this OTF knife I have here for you. Subscribe for my weekly content. Anyway, this is the Gaurdian Tactical Recon 25. Right off the bat, this is not my knife. This is my friend Corey Frost's knife. He runs a group on Facebook called Knives and Trees where he buys and sells used knives, so he has a lot of really cool knives, and he was kind enough to let me borrow this to make a video on it. So yeah, the switch is really well designed. It has these steps on it that have just the right amount of texture that really grip your thumb. Yeah, other than the switch, the overall design is really nice. It feels really good in your hand. It's kind of a small OTF knife, but it feels really good. You got the texturing, the jimping there, and you got some textured milling right there, which not only looks cool, it adds for a little extra grip when using. Got the single edge, the black finish, elmax steel. The pocket clip is pretty well designed, similar to an Ultratech clip. Works really well. Got the glass breaker, a little different than other glass breakers that you have seen. This is definitely unique to me. Just a little steel ball on the end there, which is pretty cool. I'm sure it works just fine. Yeah, like I said, the steel is elmax steel, which we will talk more about that in a bit. The handle is aluminum. No surprise there, most OTFs on the market these days have the aluminum handles, which is just fine with me. They're prone to scratches and snail trails, but it happens. But yeah, one of the reason why the switch is super smooth to actuate, there is a steel plate with a ball bearing or a roller bearing or something on the switch, and it's the easiest OTF to fire I've ever experienced, which is pretty cool. It's really makes it really fidgety, but also this is not only just a fidget OTF, this is a highly functional OTF and arguably one of the most functional OTFs on the market. A lot of people are saying that these are better than Microtech, which I can't say that they are or aren't because I don't have a whole lot of experience with this knife in particular, but I do have a Microtech Ultratech here that I do have a lot of experience with. We can just briefly talk about some similars and differences. Obviously, there's a size difference. The switches are different. The Ultratech switch has a little more aggressive texturing and might feel rough on your thumb after a while. This feels a little slightly more smooth. The action is quite a bit more stiff on the Ultratech. Definitely still like fine. It's definitely usable, not a huge deal at all, but the Ultratech has the M390, which Microtech is known to use M390 quite a bit, and their M390 is really good quality. The hardware is obviously different. We got the traditional Microtech hardware here, and then the Torx head screws on this. Well, I mean, they're tiny. They're like T6s or something. I got another OTF here. This is the Koscheid made by Dagger Knives. And the switch on this is very little texturing. So it's pretty easy to deploy, but to retract you need to like use two hands. And if you have any sweat on your thumb at all, like good luck, man. Like there's not enough texturing on this switch. It's like it's a little warm in this room and I have just like a little bit of sweat on my fingers and I can't get it. There we go. Holy cow, that was not embarrassing at all. Okay. It's a good OTF knife, D2 steel, kind of a budget option. It's like 125 bucks. It was like 200 and more closer to 300 with tax and everything. Got this from Blade HQ. Bought this directly from the Dagger website. And then this, like I said, is my friend Corey Frost's. And has the elmax steel. So let's talk a little bit about the elmax steel, shall we? elmax steel is super similar to M390 and 20CV. It is practically exactly the same, which means that there's a high edge retention factor, is a well balance of wear resistance, hardness, and toughness. And supposedly elmax steel is better than M390 and 20CV because it has the same properties as those two steels, but yet it is somehow easier to sharpen. I'm not sure how that is possible. Probably something to do with the chemical compounds that I don't really know anything about, and I don't really care about getting into it, honestly. But I just think it's cool. Makes me excited about elmax. It makes me want to actually purchase a knife with elmax steel because I do not own one currently. And is elmax steel the new best steel? Because for a long time 20CV and M390 has been labeled that, but now we got things like elmax and MagnaCut coming in, which I haven't had any experience with MagnaCut either, but okay, so yeah, the weight on this, 2.4 ounces, pretty light, definitely not going to really notice it in your pocket at all. It's super comfortable to carry. Let's see, the length here, overall length is 6.5 inches exactly. Blade length is 2.5 inches. So I think that makes us a California legal OTF because it's under 3 inches, though I could be wrong. Check your local laws, before you purchase an OTF or an automatic knife. Then the blade stock thickness, see here. Blade stock thickness is 1 centimeter. I think that's what that reads, right? I'm not a freaking ruler genius. I think that's a centimeter. But you guys are like, I don't want centimeters. I want it in inches. So how many centimeters are in an inch? I don't freaking know that either. I wish I did, guys, but ergonomic factor is pretty great as far as OTFs go. It feels similar to like the Ultratech, but just a little smaller. It's got this similar type of contouring to the handle, but you can still get a full 4-finger grip on this, and it's not overly small. Even if you have big hands, which I feel like I have pretty big-ish hands, it still feels like a decently full-size knife, like the handle does at least. And what is it ideal for? I would say for tactical uses, or like maybe a car knife, keep it in your car because it's got the glass breaker, or EDC it with something that you can also use for, have something else that you're carrying that you can use for harder tasks. I'm not saying that this can't withstand harder tasks, I'm just saying that generally speaking, OTFs are more designed for tactical and just like light utility cuts, like cutting some tape or cutting some string. They're not really ideal for hard use, though I do not doubt that this can withstand hard use. Same with an Ultratech, like they're known to be able to withstand hard use. But in my personal opinion, I would just rather use like something that really I know for sure is going to withstand it, like a fixed blade or something like this. I mean, I just have this laying close by, but something I don't have to worry about debris getting into action and preventing it from working properly, you know? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will put the link in the description for the videos of these two knives, which I have already posted. Check them out. These are two very good OTF knives, and if you are interested, the videos are worth the time, I think. Have a good evening. Peace.